what's up? Out in the garage, putzing with the Tacoma a little bit, looking to address the fog lights. Some time ago, a couple months ago I suppose already, I went ahead and used some Deluxe Auto Concept headlight taillight wrap on the light smoke here with the gloss finish. Really like it. Haven't done too many of them, so this is, just kind of getting into some experience with that. I've been doing window tint for quite a while, so I'm looking to advance into kind of next steps, which would be like vinyl wrap. I've been doing some vinyl decals. I want to try and just get a hand on like paint protection film and lens tint. The materials all have similar characteristics and how they work, a little unique based on the material or where it's being applied, but I have interest in it, so I'm giving it a shot. What I want to do now that the headlights have been done for a bit, you can kind of tell that the fogs are just really pitted, oxidized look. They probably haven't been touched. This is an 05. I assume they're the originals. They appear to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it and do a little wet sanding and polishing, try to get them cleaned up a little bit, and then going ahead and putting some of the light smoke vinyl on and getting those to match then. Okay, got the light out, actually pretty straightforward. This clip goes straight back into the bumper, along with two tabs on one on either side that once you press it in, will click in place. Once you spread the plastic of the bumper out, these will all come through. So, pretty straightforward. Realizing it's not actually the original factory fog lights, but has been replaced, but it's obviously not clear anymore, so we want to clean that up. What I've got is a gray Scotch-Brite pad. I don't have any wet sandpaper. I looked in the toolbox, thought I had some, but I don't, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try and see if this will clean this up a little bit, and then we'll use a little rubbing polishing compound and see if we can't get this to clean up before we put on the headlight tint on the fog light lens here. What I've got is just a little baby shampoo in a spray bottle, same solution I would use to tint windows. I'm just gonna get this wet, scrub away, and see if we can't clear up some of this pitting on the outside of the lens. All right, didn't take too much time, didn't push a lot of pressure, just consistently try to keep it wet and making small motion. You don't necessarily want to go real aggressive. You'll see those lines when you make tight little rotations. Typically when you use a compound to buff those out and bring back the shine, as you can tell right now, it looks very dull now that we've used some abrasion and scuffed the lens surface. Now taking a compound and a polishing pad by hand first, see if I can't get that to suffice, and if it doesn't come back clean enough, I do have a buffer. I can put some compound on that, and we can get a little more aggressive with a buffing pad. So let's see if I can get these to clean up just by hand first before going to the buffing pad. already you can tell a noticeable difference, and I'm only just a few minutes in, and it feels much smoother too. It's not perfect, I still see some hazing. I think I will just grab the buffer and get after it. I think that'll really clean this up a lot faster. What a difference that makes. Almost brand new. Very simple. Gray Scotch-Brite pad, some soapy solution, not even really that much time, and then just a polishing compound, a buffing wheel. It's amazing how simple it is to do restoration on lenses when they go from really cloudy to just simple steps to get those cleaned back up. We'll do it one more time, get it closer to the edges, and I think we'll go ahead and get the tint put on. Check that out. Feels so much smoother, which is going to be key to have good clean adhesion when we put on the lens tint. So I think we're ready to go ahead and do that now. First, prep, clean this up a little bit with some rubbing alcohol, get any of the residue compound off just from the polishing compound, and then we'll get after it. So here's the roll. Lux Light Wrap. It does have the air egress feature, so it will work really well. You apply it dry, and it does have the air release pocket, so keep your little air bubbles kind of in line. Most of the time, if they're not too aggressive, you can work those out with your finger, and the air will escape right through the film. So, like I was saying before, I don't have a ton of experience with it, but I've found that it's actually pretty user-friendly and easy to work with. So I'm going to take some of this, which was left over. This is the light shade. There's a light, a medium, and a dark. For headlights, I've noticed that the light, at first glance, does seem almost like it's really aggressive, but I can't really say that I've had enough change from the visibility from the headlights at night, with even just the standard halogens that are in the Tacoma right now. I'm guessing there is some output that is being reduced, but it's minimal enough to where I don't feel like it. So in other vehicles that may have HID or LED bulbs, I definitely don't think there's any concern, but reducing or putting any type of film on a lens may not be legal, and in many states could result in being pulled over and addressed for that. So that is at risk, something you should check in if you want to comply. Most of the time these are going to say for off-road use only, as a disclaimer. straightforward. Didn't take a lot of time. Goes on pretty smooth. I thought maybe I would have enough just cold stretch to lock the center and pull, but there's just a lot of convex to this lens, so I just went ahead and got half of it out, touched it with a little bit of heat to relax it, and then pulling kind of in like a triangle motion away from the center to distribute out that stress. Not a ton of stretch or pressure, but just to kind of focus the energy of the film. And then you have the little spots that are really straightforward with that air release feature to just work them right out, get it nice and sealed around the edge. And then for this, I don't necessarily need to wrap it and cut back in this far. This is recessed so far into the bumper that just guiding the blade along the perimeter of the lens and just basically doing a straight flush edge cut. Any peel back or anything like that is not something I'm concerned about for this particular application. So now I'm gonna go ahead. This is ready to go. Looks good. I'm happy. Get it back in the truck, and then we'll put the lights on so you can kind of see a comparison shot with this after it's installed. So nice how that just clicks right in. No hardware or fasteners or clips to pull out. It's just tabs right on the inside, and it just literally pops right in. Super easy. Got the ball bit twisted in place. I'll go ahead and flip the headlights on, and then I don't have the fog light on the driver's side taken care of yet, so now we can do kind of a side-by-side comparison. With as much space as I have in the garage, it would be great, but I'll try to at least get some visibility on that. Alright, that'll do it for the video. If you have any questions on the process, leave some comments below. I'll try to address that. It's nice to definitely have the fog lights matching the headlights. Like I said, the headlights kind of for a while now, just didn't get to the fogs. So just thought it's going to be a good night. Have some spare time to get after it. Got it done. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead, hop over the driver's side, repeat the same steps, get that one taken care of, and I'll be on the way. So appreciate you watching. See you next week.